guys, so here's the thing, the August 2nd edition. I'll try and do this by the end of August, again, I promise. But I had to mention this to you because something happened today that reminded me of something that's incredibly important to remember, and it is pretty much correct 100% of the time, and it took me a long time to figure this out, so I'll pass it on to you so you can learn it early. I just went and got my car insurance. Now, I buy my car insurance from a guy named Dave. He's mid-40s, kind of chubby, balding, doesn't make a lot of money, sits in a room without a window and sells car insurance all day. And he's one of the happiest guys I've ever met. I've been buying it from him for about 12 years. Every time I see him, Sam, he just exudes happiness. He exudes peace. He's one of those guys you just feel it from and you want to be around him all the time. Now, cut to an actor buddy of mine, ran into him the other day. His career is exploding. He's getting more job offers than you can shake a stick at. He's got 3 houses now. He's got a couple of cars. He's got a lovely girlfriend. His future, his life looks like something out of a Hollywood movie. And the guy is the most unhappiest people I think I know. He is, and he admits it. He is the most miserable guy on the face of the earth. He's now drinking and smoking too much. He's eating badly. He's absolutely miserable. Now look at these two people. What doesn't make sense? You would think, on paper, the guy that kind of doesn't have much would be the unhappy guy, and the guy that has everything would be happy. And that's not the case. And you know why? Here's why. Here's the thing. Happiness is an inside job. I know that sounds airy-fairy, and I know that sounds woo-woo, but I say this because I learned this the hard way through my years in this life. Happiness doesn't come from all the stuff that happens in your life. Now, yeah, you can enjoy the stuff that comes along, but it's temporary. I spend money on expensive cosmetics and makeup, hair stuff, because, I mean, look at this thing. It's hard to manage. You can do those things, and for a moment, you get a rush and you get a good feeling, but at the end of the day, wherever you are, there you are. You're still stuck with you. Your happiness has to come from within. Now, when I say that, I mean, it comes from a combination of different things. Happiness comes from peace, inner peace, peace with who you are. Now, I'm not saying you have to be totally okay with who you are. I'm not. Very few people are. But if you're working on it, every day that you're working on it, know that you're valued and you're a valid human being. You work on that stuff. You have to have some inner peace. You have to have a little bit of love in your life. Fulfillment is incredibly important. Now, you can get it from your job. You can get it from what you do outside your job, how you hang with your family. There has to be a little bit of fulfillment. Personally, I think it has to be in your career, but it doesn't have to be in there. You have to have some joy in your life. You have to have something that makes you joyful. Now, Dave, do you know how he gets his joy? On the weekends, he goes up to his parents' cabin with his girlfriend and his buddies and their girlfriends. They drink cheap beer. They play guitar around a campfire. He gets absolute joy from that. So it doesn't matter where you get your joy from. You have to have a little bit of joy in your life. You have to have gratitude, an attitude of gratitude. One thing that I do that makes a big difference, and I dare you to try this, 5 things. Come up with 5 things that you're grateful for every single day. They can be little, but you can't repeat them. And I mean really little. 5 things, and you either do them in the morning when you're still lying in bed, or you do them before you go to bed. I swear to God, at the end of 30 days, your life will have changed. If it doesn't, I'll give you your money back. Okay, let me know. And you also have to do a wee bit of service. And when I mean service, I mean you have to help somebody else without no expectation of return for yourself. I volunteer with animals. Animals are my plight. They're my thing. You can, and it can be small. You can babysit for your cousins. Just give something of yourself. The feeling that you will get back will give you back so much more than you ever gave. You'll be so grateful that you did it. So keep that in mind. Those are the things that make up happiness. And yes, all the stuff is fantastic and great, but that's not where it's going to come from. Dave sleeps well every single night. He loves his life. I envy him. The guy with all the houses and all the jobs and everything else, he would envy him too. He would give up anything to have that guy's life, even though he has all that stuff, because think about it. At the end of the day, all everybody's really looking for is peace and happiness. So it doesn't matter how you get it. And all that stuff makes no difference to you if this isn't happy, if you don't have peace in here. So keep that in mind. Happiness, inside job. Mwah. Love you. Talk to you soon.